Hey guys, I am Priya and welcome back to my channel, Unmute with Priya. Before we dive in, don't forget to sign up for the M-Files every Sunday, 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a time for us to talk about all things that happen during perimenopause, postmenopause. It's free, no obligation. Sign up, come and hang out, meet people. It's amazing. And don't forget to go to my website, www.priyasudarsanam.com. Check it out. So I just did my video on coming out to my family, and I did mention at the end of that I was going to be talking about something that is near and dear to my heart: women's bodies. We are shamed so much for our bodies going through life. I remember being in middle school, high school, and the body shaming that took place, being made fun of because you didn't look perfect. What is perfect? What is perfect, right? Where is there the understanding that each one of us is made so beautifully in God's creation and so uniquely? We all have our unique signature, our unique blueprint, and yet we're put down for it. We are made to think that we don't look like someone else, and then shamed for it. A really good friend of mine posted a video, or did a post on Facebook today, actually, and it was the first thing that I saw once I took my phone out, and I said, all right, I'm going to look. And I was literally talking to my cousin about this in the morning, and I was like, yeah, I feel like I need to do a video around body shaming. And then I pulled it up, and my friend had posted that somebody had, she's an entrepreneur. She's an amazing coach, an amazing healer. And somebody had body shamed her on a post, in a comment. And it just made me sick to my stomach. Why? Why do we do this? When you think about all the body shaming and everything that a woman goes through throughout their life. Now, I talk to women, so this might be happening to you men as well. And so it's not because I'm excluding you, it's because I'm a woman and I can talk to women and I've been through it. And just how quickly one little comment, one little shame that happens so early on can happen, put you into that first diet. And then all of a sudden you're in years of an eating disorder and you have no way out. That's what body shaming does. And why do we do it? Is it because, I don't want to say why do we do it. I've never shamed somebody for their body. But when I think about what is the intention around the other person, who is doing the shaming, one thing that I've come to the conclusion, they are insecure. When they are doing the shaming, it is a complete projection of themselves and how shitty and bad they feel inside their own body. So in order to make themselves feel better, yeah, it's a narcissistic quality. They have to tell somebody else how bad they look. Think about that for a second. How sick is that? But also think about how damaging that is. If you're listening to this and you've ever been body shamed by someone, and it could be someone in school. I mean, the kids in my school were horrible. I should name them here because I remember them. They were horrible. They made me feel so bad about my body at such a young age. And then once I went to high school, and I remember being in the closet one day, and my mom had a pantry full of Chips Ahoy cookies, and I was just eating one after the other. And I remember going to the bathroom and seeing that my belly was a little bit big, and that started my first diet. I want to say it was 9th grade. I was about 14 years old, and that put me into a cycle of body dysmorphia until probably about 40-something years old. I can say now, comfortably at 50 years old, I am perfectly happy in my body. I am perfectly happy with all the imperfections. If I'm standing in front of a mirror and I'm having a bloated day where I just I'm bigger than what I normally am, I go with it. It's a place of comfort within myself because I finally healed those parts. But a lot of those parts were wounds from other people, ruptures from other people. And if you are already prone to that as a child, if you've already been bullied, it doesn't even have to be bullied. It could be just one statement that was made to you that has that impact. It doesn't take much to create that wound within you, to create that rupture. And if people don't take the steps to actually repair those ruptures, you're coasting along in life, taking that rupture with you every year to every year, every year, until maybe you decide, hey, I can't do this anymore. So I talk to a lot of people in my coaching business and just even friends. And for the most part, each one of us has had an eating disorder in some form or another, because it came from comments, or it came from just this belief that our bodies were not good enough. I want to tell you something right now. Your body is beautiful. No matter if you feel if you're overweight, even if you're in the process of losing weight, it's beautiful. I want you to stand in front of the mirror, full length mirror, naked, and look at the beauty in your body. And when I say the beauty, I want you to see how uniquely perfect you were made. Your legs, our legs don't look like another. Our arms don't look like one another, our bodies. But in society today, we're made to think it needs to look a certain way in order to be considered perfect, or in order to be considered good enough. I interviewed Dr. Lori DiMattia, and she is a family medicine doctor as well as and specializes in obesity. And she was put on her first diet at 9, went through years of dealing with her eating disorder, and is here to help women understand that it's not just an issue of willpower. There's something internal that's going on, biological that's going on, that can be treated with the right people, with the right supports. But when I think about all these women that have been around me in my life who maybe were categorized as obese, how bad they felt inside, and how bad they felt when they were the butt of someone's jokes. Now, if you've been following me for a while, you've been on my channel, you'll hear me talk about a specific relationship that was in my life. It's been years now, but now I'm in a very aligned place, detached place, where I can talk about this and not have any triggers. And this person was a former bodybuilder, so definitely body issues for him. And the way, now that he was older, he was never in that body that he was going to have at 30. He didn't look like he did when he was in pictures, when he was competing. And the way that he made himself feel better was by making me feel like I was not good enough, that I was less than in my body. This is not about, Priya, why were you with him? You should never have been with him. Not about that. This is about the body image and the body shaming. And so from day one, I was body shamed by him, but without realizing it. There were subtle things that were happening that I got reinforcement for when I looked leaner. When I looked, maybe I was putting on weight. I got comments like, oh, are you bulking? Yeah, that's a little passive aggressive. And when I think about it in retrospect, this person by no means didn't have the perfect body. As a matter of fact, I was fully accepting of this person's body, the way that, even though the pictures from 30 years ago told a different story. And yet, in reverse, I think because this person felt so crappy about themselves inside, they had to make themselves feel better by making those comments that shamed my body. And so it wasn't just over verbal things to shame me. It was looking at pictures of women in bikinis. This is a whole other story, but I'm just, for a frame of reference for the purpose of this episode, looking at bodybuilders saying, wow, look at this person's legs. Look at this person's this. And then also constantly bringing up these pictures of ideal women and their bodies. Now, with AI, how much of this is even real? When we see things popping up on social media, you see this amazing image of a person and they've got perfectly shaped body, perfectly shaped everything. We don't even know now if this is real or if this is AI enhanced. So I want to put a stop to your thinking around the fact that there's something wrong with your body. And I want you to realize next time somebody says something to you, next time somebody projects something onto you, that it is them. It's them. It's their insecurity. you can actually sit back and be like, and smirk a little, because knowing that this is a projection on them. Now, does this mean that we can't enhance our bodies? Absolutely. I mean, of course we can. Of course we can. I am 50 and I was going into perimenopause. Well, now I'm postmenopausal, but I was going into this time in my life thinking that things were going to go downhill. That, especially based on TV and commercials, and that I was going to have osteoporosis, my muscles were going to break down, my bones were going to break down. I was going to be a pile of mush on the floor. And because of my hormones and because what happens during this time and the lack of estrogen, the lack of testosterone, all of these hormone levels fluctuating and decreasing, that things were going to get bad. But I'm here to tell you that I'm not on hormone replacement therapy. I eat really well. I have a trainer, I work out, and I work out sensibly, and I have a very low stress lifestyle. And if I have stress, I learn to manage it. And I can tell you at 50, and as I get older, I am shaping my body to something that I'm like super excited about, in a way that I was never thought that my body was capable of this, especially hearing all these things, and especially if you've been wounded by the body shaming. I have muscles, which I never had when I was younger because I was never an athlete. I'm getting leaner because I understand the relationship between hormones and my diet and my sleep, all of these things. So if I can manage that, I actually get into a place in my body that I feel at home. Now, there's times where I'm just like, I don't like the way that those pants fit me right now, and I don't like the way that shirt fits me right now. It's all right. I'm a child of the 80s. Guess what? I wear my 80s oversized clothing, and I'm able to talk to myself in a way and say, this is going to pass. This is just a phase. There's no way that you gained 5 pounds in a matter of 2 days. This is water retention. So there's a lot of education that needs to happen so that you are empowered in this process of loving your body. But if anybody tells you that it's too late, or that your body can't change, or as one coach told me when I was trying to hire them, this was back in 2019, sent them pictures and I said, I tried this. Meanwhile, my body was in intense metabolic shutdown because I had done keto diet and it just, everything was out of whack. This coach got back to me saying, I think this is probably a time in your life that you just need to accept your body as it is. So you don't have to accept anything, but you have to love your body the way that it is. Love your body the way that it is. You are not designed to look like the next woman. If we all looked the same, how boring would that be? So the next time that you are walking around, you're at the mall, you're at a social event, you're in public, at a concert, what I want you to do is look around at all the women. Look at everybody and say, wow, look how different everybody is. Look how beautiful everyone is. No matter the size, no matter the shape. This person that I was in the relationship with used to use human calipers, as I called it. You know what a caliper is, so in bodybuilding, they use that to measure your fat. He would take his fingers to measure the fat on my stomach and validate me that way. Oh, you're lean today. Oh, are you bulking? Oh, have you put on some weight? And it's also a form of manipulation. So at random times, we could be in the middle of a conversation and from nowhere, I'm serious, left field, oh, have you put on weight? So I'm doing this video today because I want you to know you're not alone if you have been body shamed or if you are suffering from the effects of being body shamed at one point in your life. And I'm here to support you through that because you don't have to go through it alone. And the other thing is you don't have to accept it. So in closing, just remember, look in the mirror every single day, naked, and tell every single part of your body how much you love that part. Look at your body with awe in the way that it was created. Whether you believe in God or universe, whatever you want to talk about, But the fact that we're all humans here is kind of, just think about that for a second. But look at how uniquely you were created. Look at your blueprint. Look at the fact that you're not like the next person. And when you start to do that, it doesn't just expand. It doesn't just stay centered just on your body. It stays in your whole being. You start to recognize how you're different in your communication, how you're different in how you do your hair. You're different in your fashion, your style, all the things that you like, and you get to appreciate that about yourself as well as others. So together, collectively, if you're listening to this episode, let's stop this cycle of body shaming. We can stop it one person at a time. So if this episode resonated with you, drop your comments in the chat. I will respond to all of them. It is me. It is not AI. It is not a VA. It is me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode with anyone who you think may benefit from hearing this today.